they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for a lead role in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. Have we found the same old fear? Wish you were here. Floating down, hi everybody, through the clouds. Amy gave me a haircut. Memories come rushing up to meet me now, but in the space between the heaven and the corner of some foreign field, I had a dream. Goodbye, Max. Goodbye, Ma. After the service, when you're walking slowly to the car, and the silver in her hair shines in the cold November air, you hear the tolling bell and touch the silk in your lapel, and as the teardrops rise to meet the comfort of the band, you take her frail hand and hold on to the dream. A place to stay, enough to eat. Somewhere old heroes shuffle safely down the street, where you can speak out loud about your doubt and fear. And what's more, no one ever disappears. You never hear their standard issue kicking in your door. You can relax on both sides of the tracks, and maniacs don't blow holes in batsmen by remote control. And everyone has recourse to the law. Keep running, bud. Keep running. And no one kills the children anymore. No one kills the children anymore. Night after night, going round and round my brain. The dream is driving me insane. In the corner of some foreign field, the gunner sleeps tonight. What's done is done. We cannot just write off his final scene. Take heed of his dream. Hi everybody, what's going on? Yeah, my beautiful wife Amy gave me a great haircut. Where did Amy go? Does anyone have any questions for Amy? Keep running, Wally. You're crushing. You're absolutely annihilating that lap right now. Here comes Charlie. Here comes Charlie. Here comes Charlie, everybody. There's Charlie. There's Walter. All right, keep running, buddy. Okay. Charlie, go catch Walter. Go catch Walter. All right, what do you guys want to hear? Home haircuts are the best. My wife has been cutting my hair for over 30 years. I haven't had a haircut outside of Amy in how long, Amy? What, 4 years? 5 years?
I think before Walter was born.
Yeah, before what? I haven't had a haircut outside of my wife since before Walter was born.
I think the first time I gave you a haircut was when he was like just newly born and my brother was visiting us in LA.
Interesting. Amy, how did you learn to cut hair? I need to learn, says Bunny Bear.
Should I come in there?
Yes. Keep crushing, Wally. Here's my beautiful wife, Amy.
Trial and error.
Trial and error, everybody.
But using the buzzer isn't as hard. You just kind of choose a setting and go, and then you just have to make sure the shape around the edges, like at the base of the neck and around the ears, is cut like more short. And you always want to angle your scissors, or you never want to angle your scissors perpendicular to your hair strand, because that's when you get the funky like lines in your hair. If you always shape it, if you almost put your scissors more in line with your hair, the way it lays, you'll have more room for error, if that makes sense.
Next time she's going to do a mullet.
Yeah.
Owen's a walking experiment. Yeah, I am. Owen, you bring such good vibes to the people. God bless. Thank you, Woo Bear. Haircut on point, BB. Thank you, Tacit Bear.
Mama just cut me too.
Yeah, Walter also got a haircut today. She loves you because it looks nice. You're Amy's lab rat, LOL. Anybody have any questions for Amy before she keeps doing stuff?
Don't hang on, Dad.
I've been cutting my own hair for past 2 years. Curls on, hide the mistakes. Yeah, I cut my hair. Amy, want to tell a story about when I cut my own hair?
Oh, sorry.
Want to tell a story?
Yeah, I'm out of frame. So Owen went to pick me up from work one day when we were on the way to one of his shows, and we were in LA. And at first, he like turned to me and he was like, "Did my own hair." I'm like, "Oh, it looks great, love." And then he like turned to face the road to start driving, and he looked like Sonic the Hedgehog or something. He had just this massive like mound of long hair sticking out like the base, like at the nape of his neck and like along the back of his head that he couldn't see in the mirror. It looked so funny.
And I was entertaining a bunch of physicists from Caltech. And so we're driving, and she just starts dying laughing. And I look like one of those road warriors from like Escaping LA or one of the, And so we had to find this woman in Pasadena who didn't even speak English, but she cut my hair, and she just kept laughing at me the whole time.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. People want to know, what are you making?
I'm trying to do sourdough. I'm awful at sourdough, but I'm doing my final knead before I let it bench rest, and now I'm going to let it rest for about 3 hours and then do a final shape and divide it into 2 and then let it sit overnight.
Yes. Grown men who listen to BB now raised them right. You're blessed, the whole family, rising future spellbreaker, wizard slayers. Yes. Amy looks like an angel. Amy, do you have some words of encouragement for my wife, now mother of 2? She's feeling under pressure a little bit. We need more information.
Yes, definitely need more information. But if you've had like a big change in routine from the quarantining, just make sure you carve out time in your day to be yourself as a woman and not necessarily as a mom, whether that just takes, my like kind of go-to if I'm like feeling really overwhelmed is I try and find like Little Bear or a movie, and I set the boys up to watch it, and I'll just like go take a shower by myself and like take time to just put on a little makeup or like do my nails or like blow dry my hair, and that usually like refreshes me enough where I feel like I've gained more patience to be a mom. But I would just say that's what I could offer as advice.
Why is sourdough so hard?
Sourdough it's like a craft. Sourdough, you use your own leavening agent, and the elasticity of the dough really matters. So there's a real fine line between handling it too much and too little. And then there's just a lot of time involved with it. Like, you can't rush sourdough. Like, most sourdoughs, it takes like over 24 hours to do. So It's just it's hard.
Amy-
I have not. I'm very bad at it.
Amy, what was the funniest random thing BB has said to you?
I don't know. I feel like that happens on a daily basis.
It happens
that you
a
just
lot.
like say something random. I'm just like, all right.
I think. What's wrong, Charles? What's Charles
I
doing?
think his brother's.
You might have seen the Grabber mask. I'm just kidding. Right, there's just been some big change schedule-wise, and cooped up with all this. She says that was helpful. Amy, she said that was helpful.
Oh, good.
There were some changes. Oh, and some good news is 2 separate nurses have said that they're no longer scared.
I'm not going to keep our promise.
All right, cool. Very close to the family. That they're starting to smell BS. I almost left my 2-year-old with a mullet the other day, but I went ahead and cut it all off. Disappointed, Papa J. Bear. You could have also given him a mustache. Oh, actually, that doesn't make any sense. I just said something that makes no sense. When is Baby Jack due, Big B? August. Sourdough is so hard. Made my own sourdough starter, though. He's overdue for a firebombing. I know. I don't want to put that complex in his head because Churchill was such a genocidal monster. All right, Bill Gates' Instagram exploding with truth comments. Yeah, there's a lot of good things happening. People are. I think the world is becoming anti-vax very quickly. That Hollywood documentary spread around very well. That's good to see. Oh, and I got an email I'd love to read to you guys. This is a well-known bear that we know and love. Well, he's from a very prominent Hollywood family. He sent me that. What was that documentary you said, Amy? Out of the Shadows. There's probably an angle because it got so many hits, but it's fine. That means that they're backpedaling and having to burn. All right, where is that? Hang on one second, guys. Where? Here we go. He said, oh, this dude who's from a prominent Hollywood family he's like seen this stuff firsthand, Out of the Shadows. And he said, a lot of parrots of the Big Bear. I think I sent it to you because I was excited about the source. The stunt guys are great. Also was sent to someone in his family this morning by one of his something. Actually, I don't want to say part of this is a little dark. Where the boys at?
Within earshot, they're both down.
All right. Well, my mother told me that her mother knew about the television in the early years and was taken to a state-run mental facility for speaking out about it when she was 78 years old. And then very, very bad things happened. But she knew about Spielberg in the 70s. I've had to watch the last few on replay. You're doing the best kind of work. It makes me feel like those who suffered before did not do so in vain. When you do your thing, thank you, Owen. And that's the type of ripples that I dig, where it's like, when people realize that no suffering is in vain ever. You know?
Yeah.
Think about that. Back in the day, if you called out the Berg of Spiel, they put you in a mental institution. And now, and people keep acting like this is all so new and everything's so bad. It's like, back in the day, if you pointed out...
It'd be new to them, you know?
No, I know. I'm not being mean or anything. I'm just saying that, like, a lot of people are waking up. People that have been facing off against the machine for a long time are seeing a lot of good things right now. Even though it is a hard, uncomfortable time and a lot is changing quickly and there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of panic and there's a lot of people behaving insanely. But it's like, back in the day, you didn't even hear about this stuff. You were just whisked away to a mental home, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so... there's a lot of people that have written to me that have said stuff like that, where it's like, it's good that, you know, it means a lot to the people that have suffered in the past that we can finally pierce through a lot of these veils. But because I'm not the one who did the most of the heavy lifting at all. You know, I'm standing on the shoulders of thousands of years of giants. All right. I was watching a Chris D'Elia today, and I just went to a bad place. Kind of disappointing. Don't watch anything that puts you in a bad place. It's an effect. These things are intentional. All right. Do you guys want to hear anything? What is this? What is this? That is a DVD, buddy. You want to send Days up? Want to send Days up?
He was really digging your music earlier.
You're digging the music, buddy?
He was dancing.
What do you want to hear? Do you want to hear, you want to hear some Pink Floyd?
Hello, is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Come on now, I hear you're feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you.
Oh, we got a request for Santeria, but that's not a good one to play around the kids.
There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying.
There you go, Charlie. Charlie's the musical one. I'm not gonna label this early, but he's drawn to it.
When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons.
You want to hear Twinkle Twinkle, and then you can go play? Charlie. All right. I'll play Santeria. Oh, and if I seem a little odd tonight, I'm deep into a fast, and some trauma is being released. All right.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
I gotta play it higher. $1 million I spent. All right, so I gotta play it in a higher key.
I can play higher. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, I had $1 million, but I spent it all. If I could find that Hannah and that Sancho that she's found, well, I'd pop a cap in Sancho, then I'd slap her down. Well, I really wanna know my baby.
Then,
Well, I really wanna say I can't define. Well, it's love and I need. Oh, my soul will have to.
wait a minute. Do I gotta turn the gain down a little bit? Probably, yeah. If I'm spiking.
Wait till I get back and find a Hannah of my own. Daddy's gonna love one and all. Well, I feel the break, feel the break, feel the break, and I gotta give it up. Oh, yeah. Well, I swear that I really wanna know my baby. Well, I really wanna say I can't define. Oh, that love will make it go. Oh, my soul will have to.
Coming up.
All I really wanna say, my baby, all I really wanna say is I've got mine, and I'll make it. Yes, I'm coming up. Oh, tell said shit though that if he knows what is good for him, he best go run and hide. Daddy's got a new 45, and I won't think twice to stick that barrel straight down Sancho's throat. Believe me when I say that I've got something for his punk ass. Well, I really wanna know, my baby. Well, I really wanna say is there's just one way back, and I'll make it. Yeah, my soul will have to wait.
That song crushes. All right, what else you guys want to hear? I'll learn the some of the ones you guys have been. James True Stream was pure gravy. I'm going to listen to it multiple times. Great to hear, Driftless Bear. Great to hear. People here in Long Beach walking on the wrong side, not wearing masks, as based as LA gets. Long Beach still has some soul, man. Long Beach still gets it. One of my buddies is the only dude in Hollywood not wearing a mask. The only one. Everyone else is hiding in shame. White House reporters are obsolete. Thanks, Bears, for letting me spiral there. No problem, Eaglet Bear, but want to know what else is completely obsolete? Mainstream media. It's actually intended to make you hate yourself. Tears for Fears. All right, I like this one. Well, this is a cover of Tears for Fears. Like a Fire. Well, how about Hurt? Hurt's a good tune, man. Hurt is a good tune. James True is a paradigm shifter. Yeah, man, he's been in a lot of pain. I can tell that he's been in a lot of pain in his life, and he's looked it right back in the eye. What's the name of the documentary? Out of the Shadows. James True and BB together. Oh, dude, we're already talking about like doing wilderness retreats and stuff. Like he looks at his pain right back in the eye. You know, he's a creative type, so he's gonna create. He's gonna start going and go, and sometimes you have to be like, well, you know, I do the same shit. That's why That's why I can spot it. It's like you start logically deducing things and then just start creating, and then you're like, oh wait, I don't know what's happening this weekend, but as long as you understand that, it's an extremely pleasurable experience listening to somebody that honest. Some of my closest friends are exposing themselves as complete retards. Oh yeah, actually retards isn't bad. It's helping me actually. Good, Jiu-Jitsu Bear. And their fear will wane. But you will always remember that they're retards until they grow again. Until they can be like, what did I just do? The only thing that changed for me is eating out. Yeah. Owen, would you love to learn you'll never walk alone? Yeah, dude, I'm going to. I trust you, Zoomy Bear. I like Zoomy Bear a lot. He's here all the time, and he's never psychotic at all. I already forgot it. I'm fasting like a maniac right now. You'll never walk alone. All right, cool. When you fast, your emotions come to the surface intensely. You'll never walk alone. But it's how you purge trauma in a lot of ways, and it's a sacrifice to God and really like enjoy it. Enjoy. When you fast, I really think that God has a closer connection to you. Like I was praying like a Muslim today, just like forehead to the ground, just humbled. And then I lied on the ground. This is from 1.5 days of no food, guys. And so I'm just lying on the ground in the sun. Oh, you want to see something really pretty though? Check this out. This was today. The goat snake on their mom.
For milk from you. He's bumping you. Oh, that's so cute. They love you so much.
They're like trying to nurse from me. Let's listen to that Dropkick song right now. Hang on. How long? I don't know. maybe 5 days. I don't know. I get it. I like the way that fasting can really help your spiritual growth is when you do it for God only, and you'll feel twinges of the animal. Guys, we're nine meals away from full societal meltdown at all times. 9. 3 days of not eating. So it's like when you fast, you will feel those. Dude, you see your weaknesses. Dude, it's been 1.5 days for me. But it's like, in the first 2 days are the hardest. Because your addictions kick in, your addiction to food. You can not eat for a month. I mean, I don't take my word. Don't listen to me about this stuff. But, oh, thank you, buddy. So it's an addiction. It's that you have an emptiness that you don't see because you eat all the time. Fasting fuels spiritual fire. Yes, you feel the animal and then you feel God on your shoulder. Like you feel God, like, you feel that like buzz of like, your mind starts thinking and speaking like way more directly and way less manipulated, way less suppressed. And just get down, like just boom, humble. It's insane, dude. Dude, I'm 1.5 days. I know people that have done the full like Jesus fast. that shit is crazy. Sugar's addictive beyond. How long are you going, BB? I'm trying to do 5 days. I'm going to get some goats, but it feels good. It feels good. You're not supposed to, in the gospel, it says you're not supposed to like oddly kind of do what I'm doing right now, but not really. This is what I do for a living. I share my life. But like, you're not supposed to be all like, oh, I'm so hungry. Look at me. I'm torturing myself for God. It has to be like for God only. It's not for public consumption of your virtue. But I'm in an odd predicament where I share my life as a purpose. So, but just letting you know, that's in the Bible. Breaks the tyranny of appetite. Yeah. And it's a good training for when, if you have to go a little while without food, which is the human condition, by the way. It's natural to sometimes not have food. We're not supposed to just be, the stuffing of the food, the gluttony of this culture, and myself included, guys. I'm not looking down at you for this. I eat like a maniac. It hides your truth. It hides your soul. It's a way to cover it. And so, just like what James was talking about putting someone in a pedestal can be so bad for them. If you always have tons of food, after fasting a few days, I don't drink sugar, I barf. Yeah, you're not bragging, right? I'm not at all. I'm sharing. It's awesome how you do it. You're not being like the Pharisees. Thank you, Zumi Bear. Yeah. All right. So fast on your own. I'm praying for you, BB. Thank you. I've done 72. I need to push myself a little longer. 72. Dude, that's a great amount. And it shouldn't be unhealthy. It's not to hurt yourself at all. And it has to be directed only at God. It's not to like lose weight or anything like that. It's like you have to shed trauma. It's intense, dude. And then you realize that this culture, that like I already had an insight today as I was literally praying. Like just boom. It's like this supply chain that we're so obsessed with, and it can cause us so much panic. It's like heroin. Like the natural state of the human condition is to sometimes not have food. And you have to train yourself with God to not panic like an animal. Where it's like you can survive on some dates and some goat milk or some water and some dandelions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nonstop pizza slices with ranch squirts. Exactly. Like some of the things right now that we're so terrified of losing, myself included sometimes, guys. I'm not this high and mighty dude. Is killing us. It's going to be tough when the smell of Amy's bread is cooking. That's when doing it for God kicks in. If not, there's no way I would be able to do it. There's no way I would be able to do it. All right. BB is 164th Muzzy with that praying style. It's in the Bible. It's also in the Bible, guys. That it's to I can't remember because I'm not a Bible lawyer, so I don't have all these up my sleeve to just throw at people because I'm not awful. But Jesus would pray like that sometimes. I can't remember which gospel it's in, but dude, it's a powerful physical feeling when you submit that intensely physically. And I will not apologize. Dandelions, right. Most of what the supply chain delivers is poison. Right, exactly, dude. It's like if the internet shut down. I would miss you guys dearly. And this isn't unhealthy. It's not media or porn. But like a lot of what people are clinging on to is killing them. 5-day fast is really intense. Yeah. All right. Should I play Hurt? Or no, we're just going to listen to Zoomy Bear's thing. Hang on. Zoomy Bear, will you please say it again? My emotions are kind of overtaking my mind right now because I haven't eaten. I'm so addicted to food, it's insane. It's insane. Islam is right about women. One of my favorite stickers on DLive. Yeah, I mean the Bears invented that. I don't know if you don't realize. It doesn't matter. Truth just is. We don't need to take credit. For bears whose kids are into sour candy, my love kombucha in its place. Jesus showed the discipline to wash in the Lord's Prayer, and he fell on his face in worship. Boom, Muzzy Bear. Oh, but you're also Muzzy Bear. But it is in there. Jesus said when you fast, he was assuming his followers would fast. Dude, the David fast is every other day, like all the time, right? You'll never walk alone. Okay, cool. Let me hit that. You let him come in. All right, you'll never walk by the Pacemakers. Yeah, I gotta go back into the chat. Who sings it, boys? You'll never walk alone by who? There's several people in here. How dare you give power to God and not the Pharisees? Right. Dude, it's super physical. It's very physical. I've learned that from my Muslim and pagan friends. It makes me a better Christian. There's a physicality to connecting to the earth and to a position of submission. The physical reality of sacrifice is very important. It's not this conceptual academic exercise. All right, it's about this. All right, who sings it? Squirt by Johnny Cash. At the end of the fast, Satan tempted him to turn a rock into bread, but Jesus, man can't live on bread alone. And you got to train yourself with that. Like, dude, like right now I feel like I live on bread alone. Like I'm like, "Argh." It's like screaming in me. All right, hey guys, none of that. Dropkick Mark. Like I don't have a shell right now. Like when you're fasting, you don't have a shell. Like everything that's coming in my head, I'm just saying. And granted, I'm normally like that anyway, but this is a little intense. All right, let's listen to this.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk
That song crushes. I can play the beginning for you. I've never heard this before. Just let me listen to it again.
when you walk
When you walk through a storm,
hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. When you walk through a storm.
let me just give it a shot. I don't know if I can. When you walk. Why is this in a different arm? All right, there. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end end of the... No, I don't know, man. My mental capacity is pretty low right now. Hang on, let me listen to that again.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the
All right. My piano's in a different key than what this says. This says in C. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of lark. Walk on through the... I gotta listen to it a few times. Let's just play something else that I fucking know. I can try it again though. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk through. That's how goats talk. Good choice on a new song to learn. I'll learn that one. I've never even heard it before. The Beatles are a poor man's Jerry and the Pacemakers. Sounds like I want to hear a really fun tune that like no one knows. Matchstick Men. What's this song? Oh yeah, Status Quo singing a song called Matchstick Men in 1968. Listen to this shit. What is this? Sing it. No, that's not it. What was the other one? This Scottish girl told me about this years ago. I don't know. My mind is all fucked right now. Gravel Pit is more piano friendly, though, I believe. Dimitri, you shut your little mouth. Play Lake of Fire. I want to play Hurt. Thank you for this giving gift subs. Oh, yeah. Should I open it up so people can give each other subs? Let me open it up. There we go. Let's open it up to people. I'm not scared of the trolls. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of the trolls. If you don't know how awesome that is, most people can't do what BB just did without 20 years of training. I have that song on my Pandora playlist. It's a great song. Matchstick Man. No, it's a different one. Forget it. Forget everything I just said. It sounds like the lyrics would go good with a Pink Floyd melody. Green Fields of France is great, BB. I'm not going to try and figure it out right now, though. It'll take... Hang on. Green Fields of France. Let's take a listen. Lisa Graves, grab out that boy.
Oh, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while in the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. And I see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the great falling in 1916.
I'm going to get too mad at Grabbers. That's already pissing me off. Now, I love this song, but I'm already, like, in my current state of mind, I really don't want to listen about what happened in World War I. It's absolutely insane. Those goddamn Grabbers, and I mean goddamn. All right. What else you guys want to hear? Look at that haircut. Real nice. Amy's got them skills. Fact, High King Bear. Like, that song's so intense. Much love, Big Bear. Listening with my wife while we work at her small business in our basement. That's the dream. Song kills me. I don't want to listen to it right now. And I mean that as a compliment to the song. You love Country Boy and Survive and Superman by Hank Williams. Who was that? That was called Green Fields of France by Dropkick Murphys. Wow, those guys are awesome. Is that Dropkick Murphys? Yeah. Let's see what else Dropkick Murphys has done. I feel like I know these guys. What's that song that gets everybody fired up? Oh yeah, from Boston, that Boston song. Hang on a second. Shipping up to Boston. Oh, this song gets people fired up. Dude, this gets people going! This gets the people going. Wait till it drops. Someone said this song's so played out. Let me tell you something about played out. A lot of times played out means it's good. What is Moonlight Sonata played out? Is your mama played out? Bitch. I just had another one I was going to play, you guys. Country Roads is a great song. Played out. What do you just need? Or do you constantly need to consume with your big mouth? Oh, I know what I want to play. Cage the Elephant. Good night, buddy. Where are you going? Sounds good, buddy. I'll see you in a bit. Come here. Give me a hug and a kiss. I love you, buddy.
Good night, Bills.
Good night. Good night. They say good night. I got another guy coming to say good night to the big bear. Come here, Charlie. Come here, Charlie. Good night, my little buddy. I love you. Be good to mama. All right. Here's the elephant. Where is that? Oh, I know it. I'm so stupid. I just wrote the... What's the name of that song? No Rest for the Wicked. This song's good. What?
Your hair looks really nice.
It looks great. Oh, you're looking at me with admiration. Thank you, love.
What did it look like? I was looking
I thought I said STUPID. I thought it was a weak word.
No.
No, you did a great job, love.
I guess better my facial expressions.
Amy was looking at me with admiration and love, and I thought it was because I just said a weak word. All right, no rest for the wicked. Here we go. I was walking down the street when out of the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. Hang on, I gotta hear it in my head, but these lyrics are awesome. I was walking down the street and out of the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. Me, approaching me. She said, I've never seen a man who looks so all alone. Could you use a little company? If you pay the right price, your evening will be nice, and you can go and send me on my way. I said, you're such a sweet young thing. Why do you do this to yourself? She looked at me, and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Hang on. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and there ain't nothing in the world for free. I'm messing this up, obviously, but I'm giving it my best shot.
I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could. No, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. There goes. Not even 50 minutes later, as I was walking down the street, I saw a shadow of a man creep out of sight. Then he walks up from behind and no, he puts a gun up to my head. He made it clear he wasn't looking for a fight. He said, give me all your money, I want your money, not your life. But if you try to make a move, I won't think twice. I said, you can have my, I said, you can have my cash, but first I gotta ask what made you wanted this kind of life. He said, there ain't no rest for the wicked. No, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and there ain't nothing in the world for free. I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Now a couple hours passed and I was sitting in my house. The day was winding and coming to an end. So I turned on the TV and I flipped it over to the news, and what I saw, you know, I couldn't comprehend. I saw a preacher man, he in cuffs, he'd been taking money from the church. He stuffed his bank account with righteous dollar bills. But even still I can't say much because I know we're all the same. Oh yes, we all seek out to satisfy the thrills. Oh, that's the grabble of the song right there. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Interesting. That's the grabble of the song. Because that's what you always got to watch out for, is when there's a great song with a lot of great lyrics, and then what is the one thing? We're not all the same. Listen to that. He's got the bank account with righteous dollar bills, but even still I can't say much because I know we're all the same. Oh yes, we all seek out to satisfy those thrills. No. I'm not the same as the guy in the cuffs that's stealing money from the church. Interesting, huh? I'm out. This ain't working for me. That's fine. Now you can never come back. You're banned for life. I'm gonna put it back to subscribers only. Yeah, I've always hated that song. I like the message up until that one moment. Whoa, Mom Bear, not sure what your Dimitri's banned. Dimitri, I told Dimitri privately, like, stop causing trouble. He's now banned. If he wants to start another name or whatever, fine. But I just can't look in the chat and see Dimitri yelling at people again. It's just not happening. Especially not while I'm fasting, Dimitri. Strike BB down and it'll spiral up strong. Yeah, the calling. Ain't no. What else you guys want to hear? Something that I know for once, guys. Come on. Classic. BB, do you like the Kinks? Yes. BB, will you please play Josh Garrow's Father Long? I don't know it right now, Robert. But if you email it to me, I'll work on it in the off season. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Banhammer. Yeah. No, I've told him like 80 times. I like him, but there's no place for that. BB, do you know the impression that I get from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones? No, I'm not a big sodomy guy. Oasis, there we go. Dimitri Defa roller coaster. Yes, I told him to not cause drama in the chat. I've told him I like him, but I can't have it anymore, especially while I'm fasting. Okay, what did I just agree to? Oasis? The Kings, father and son. BB, please play Arcade Fire. All right, a lot of people just had Arcade Fire. All right. Something filled up my heart with nothing. Someone told me not to cry. Now that I'm older,
Bear said still didn't apologize to me. You're in a timeout, Burn Bear. One more and you're gone. I didn't get an apology. Okay. Burn Bear, if you require an apology from Dimitri, you'll be banned for life. I'm fasting.
Something filled up my heart with nothing. Someone told me not to cry. Now that I'm older, my heart beats colder. I can see that it's a lie. Children, wake up, hold your mistake up before they turn the summer into dust. If the children don't grow up, our bodies get bigger, but our hearts get torn up. We're just a million little gods in a rainstorm, turning every good thing to rust. I guess we'll just have to adjust. Now that I'm older, my heart beats colder. I can see that it's a lie.
This is where it's at, guys. This is the place to be. Oh, no need to add into the brown. All are good here. Yeah, of course. It's all good. Guys, I treat people that are causing trouble in the chat like I treat goats that are having a hard time or chickens. It's not like a personal thing. I'm not like mad at people. I'm like, stop. But I just, now you're in another place. Same with my kids. Same with everything. Same with, even with Amy back in the day. Now we have a great relationship. You know, don't allow people to do nonsense. Guys, I do it with myself. I'm literally fasting myself so I can find more weaknesses and try and become stronger. All right. And it's like a true sacrifice to not eat. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I'm literally saying everything that comes into my head. Dude, I'm so addicted to food. Oh my God. It's so obvious while I'm doing this. All right. How about Coldplay Yellow? It's the same damn song. I know. What's up, VFM Bear? Big Bear, do you know Won't Back Down by Tom Petty? No, don't like this one? That's right, Daywalker Bear. Other people will become much happier people if you don't let them walk all over you. I promise it's a gift. If you keep your kids in line, you keep everyone around you, not control, not like do as I say without any logic, but if you put boundaries around you and you make disrespecting you expensive or not respecting the rules of the situation, they get happier. It's the opposite of what people think internally, like intuitively, because of our messed up culture. People think that if you allow others to walk all over you and you just are nice and passive and tolerant, You're doing someone a favor. You're killing them. I'm addicted to food also, man. Dude. Oof, it's intense. Hi, Owen. I'd love to hear Hurt. Yeah, no problem. Won't Back Down is a great song. All right, Kung Fu Bear. I'll play that for you, my friend. Won't Back Down. Yeah, I love the title already. I remember this song by TP, by Toilet Paper. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Oh, God, this song's so good. No, I stand my ground. Won't be turned around. And I keep this world from dragging me down, and I stand my ground. No, I won't back down, down. And it goes, hey, baby. And it's like, there ain't no easy way out. I won't back. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one bike. I will keep my bike all locked around the blacks, and I'll keep my bike, and I'll keep my bike. Hey, black guys, it ain't no personal, no. I know a lot of you don't steal bikes, but I won't take that risk. No, I will lock my bike. All right. There's a powerful message there. I will lock my bike. My great-grandfather was a banker in World War I. The Grabbler. Well, good to see you, Grabbler. I hope you're feeling a little nervous these days. I think you overstepped your bounds, Grabbler. Making everybody wear a muzzle to go to work was a bit excessive, don't you think, Grabbler? I really do only... No, I have 2 bikes now. I didn't buy another bike. Hurt changed to Squirt. Ah, there we go. Let's get creative. If I'm going to say everything that comes into my head, I might as well just roll with it. The muting was fair. LOL. I'll stick to the rules from now on. Did you LOL, Muslim Bear? Okay, now you're in another timeout. The muting was fair. LOL. I'll stick to them. Yeah, Muslim Bear is overstepping his bounds. I don't even believe he's... I'm very questionable about Muslim Bear right now. That is saying LOL. Muslim Bear, what would the Prophet, peace be upon him, think about you right now? Stupid son of a bitch. BB, do you know Reckless Love? No, let me commit to this. I squirted myself today because I felt real sad. I focused on the dirty movie. The porn star's name was Brad. The TP, the tissues make a pile. The old familiar sight. Try to whack it all away, but I know squirting is not right. What have I become? I just drain all my cum. Everyone I know runs away from me. The Grabbler can have it all. My empire of squirt, and I will let you down, 'cause all I do is squirt. confronted with an actual man. I wear an absurd mask because someone said the word Wuhan. Wuhan, what's next? Beneath this, the stains of time. Don't have to change that one. The feelings disappear. You are someone else, and all the squirting made me queer. What have I become? Drained of my cum. Every squirt I do pays the Jew in Timbuktu. And you can have my balls, my empire of squirt. I pull my pants down, I will squirt and squirt. If I could squirt again 1,000,000 times today, I would keep myself. I would end up gay. That was called Squirt by Johnny Cash. Drained of my cum. What have I become? This is the top ticket in show business? Yes, it is. Could Jimmy Fallon do that? No. All he can do is squirt. My empire of squirt. Yeah, that got big laughs. Let me check the chat. Wow, that really killed. I can't breathe. Mountain Bear, get ready. Oh, yeah, someone's got to send this to Mom Bear if he's not here. Johnny is laughing so hard he's crying. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you. Because the song didn't need much changing. It was about heroin. And it's just about, what have I become? I'm drained of cum. BB, please play the video of you banning Kind Bear. I don't know where it is right now. Funniest man alive. Thank you, Bear777. You destroyed that, BB. Thank you, Automotive Bear. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Thank you, Westside Bear. Wow, everybody. I'm not the one who came up with the idea. Someone else just said, make it Johnny Squirt by Johnny Cash. And the rest just fell into place. BB, do you know Reckless Love by Corey Asbury? No, I'm not a sodomy guy. I'm just kidding. I've never heard of the guy. T-Rez, not a squirt boy, literally called the... Yeah, but I don't like that whole, like, God is dead. And maybe it was warning people. No, that was some weird shit back then. Hey, pig, yeah, you. Hey, pig, piggy, pig, pig, pig. Squirt by Wani Pash or Splash. Squirt by Gawny Splash. The improv was truly legendary. Thank you. Can you guys all record this? Squirt is really... I'm going to read some mail as I do this. So think of some more stuff I should do. And you can have my balls. I haven't laughed that hard in a while, too. Sweet KO Bear. I squirt and squirt. Alchemy Bear, you are so talented. Thank you, Alchemy Bear. Wow, that one really crushed. That was a team effort, though, guys. I'm not the one who came up with the idea to do squirt. But let's just say I'm a closer. Let's just say pressure makes squirt mocking. OB, morning. How's the coffee? Mine's great. It's Robert, the Marine in Denver. I was never officially verified, so if you'd be so kind, I've been going by CSE Bear for Control Systems Engineer Bear. Welcome. I'll get right to it because time is a valuable resource for us both. I'll discuss what's most important first in case this whole letter doesn't get read. I have recently finished a 7-year process of diving into the underpinnings of the debt collection industry. Yeah, this is going to be gravy. The end results have been the deletion of 6 debt collection accounts with complete removal from the credit reporting agencies, 4 nullification of debt collection accounts with prevention of ever being reported to the credit agencies, and 2 successful federal lawsuits which resulted in the deletion and removal of accounts. I've maintained the records of all these instances and included them in a presentation describe. I'll just send people to you. You can really help people. Presentation, I gotta make sure P.S. Did you get the DVD player I sent around Christmas? Probably. I think so, yes. I think werewolves are a good analogy for MK Ultra subjects. The moon is the trigger for the split personality. I'm just going to keep reading. Do you guys enjoy this? Big Bear gets the mail right through the slot. That's right, Kung Fu Bear. Way to make it sound weird. After the first squirt quote, everyone, dead collection. I don't know what any of this means, but I like the gravy. The presentation clearly explains the nuts and bolts of how to put the collectors in their place and either keep your credit clear or clean it up. I'm not a lawyer, I'm an engineer, but Vox isn't the only one who enjoys reading legal documents. And much of what I've put together is based on a process developed by a lawyer who made the information freely available. The timing of this is impeccable, as people who are out of work are very soon going to start defaulting on credit cards and breaking service contracts, as they should if it's a choice between putting food on the table or paying ADT for nonsense home security. The process is not difficult, but it takes quite a bit of time to familiarize oneself with the concepts to be able to speak competently and convincingly on the matter. Dude, the grab we're spiraling right now. So I recommend watching the presentation with a friend or two, and hopefully one of you will be able to learn dialectically. This can really help people, so please, bears, help spread it. The link is www.tinyurl.com/debtcollection101 video. Again, I can't verify that any of this is legit, but information should always be passed around. Okay, there's about half a page left for a few tidbits I've jotted down while listening to your epic streams. And by the way, thank you, Owen, for being a legend. No problem. Thank you for stepping up to the plate and delivering 4 hours of hilarious and thought-clarifying streams every day during this ridiculous yet blessed pandemic. What a genius this guy is. Some of the most base people are military that snap their brains out of some of the brainwashing. Same with Hollywood guys. My home has been completely fear-free since patient zero, in part due to you and your streams. So a few thoughts of my own while tuning in each day. This is going to be some gravy. Dimitri's welcome back. I just have to make it, I'm just going to ban him again if he does this nonsense. I think werewolves are a good analogy for MK Ultra subjects. The moon is the trigger for the split personality that comes out and commits horror. And the only way to cure the split is by healing the person. Silver, of course, having various healing properties. Whoa. Yeah, like shooting with silver always felt a little too violent. After talking with James today about how Jesus would free people of possession, that Jesus would heal, he was using words I know trigger people, but it's fine. It's what he was saying is dead on the money when it comes to Jesus' truth, being able to pull, to rid the self-hate and free people. It's the same with like werewolves, like Silver. What if that whole story is Silver can heal the werewolf? But of course, the way we learn stuff, it's like, oh, the bullet. It's like, or I don't know, is there like a non-sociopathic or psychopathic way of delivering some silver? I think election stealing can and does occur in America, but the people who would do it are very hesitant because it violates the law of karma, which they take very seriously. Right. That's why they do. Here are your only two options for a nation of 250 million people. That's already stealing it. But I do agree. They do take law of karma extremely seriously. They obviously can't openly tell you they're going to steal the election, and there are no cryptic laws on the books that make stealing elections acceptable or somehow knowable to the public. Dude, this is where it's at, by the way. They really do have to, cryptically do all their bullshit. I'm telling you, man, look into this stuff. So it's like a last resort type tactic, or one that only employ when they believe it's worth the karmic cost. I still think voting and politics are gay, but that was a question you left hanging recently. Yes. I think it's all I think that the scams are right in plain sight. He said Jesus could see everything was powerful. Everything. Everything. And it's so funny how some of the Bible lawyers would flagellate a guy like James. I know he says stuff that triggers me sometimes. I get it. And I disagree with him on a lot of stuff. And I'm not saying that like people say it about me. I can't believe I just said that. But what was my point? He reveres the fuck out of Jesus. It's just he doesn't see it. He sees it as freeing. And that's like, that's something that people can really think about. Really help you reconnect. The letter is worded expertly. Yeah, this guy understands the Marine Corps and the Law Corps. Great. I'm not done yet. There's even more. All right. This whole Corona thing is a test to see who will deny Christ. Yes. The test doesn't come with you on your knees with a Muslim pointing gun at your head demanding you verbally renounce Christianity. Right. By the way, they wouldn't do that. I mean, maybe one would. But that's not the whole thing. This guy gets it. That's only in the movies and in the minds of gammas. Dude, this guy Is it because I'm fasting that this is hitting me so intensely? The test comes exactly like it is now. Will you fear anything other than God? Will you look to the government for a lifeline instead of God the Father? Will you spread fear instead of hope? If the answer is yes, you are denying God in the critical moment. My Marine brothers and I have a simple saying: everyone gets exactly what they deserve. Dude, this is a home run of a letter. Cheers, brother. Keep fighting. And know you've got guys like me monitoring your needs on the front lines. What a wonderful letter. It's true. It's like, what got you in this position? Because this is the thing. That's not justifying horror. That's saying, get out of where you're at. And the reason you're where you're at is you've been following a flute player, that's been promising you non-God the Father. Semper Fi, Marine's motto means always faithful. Awesome. Yeah, but you can see how they get grappled by horrible leadership. I mean, that's one of the reasons I say such harsh truths about some of the military stuff, because it's filled with really good men that think they're doing the right thing, but they can't fathom how evil the supply chain of orders is, All right. Hi, Owen. I've been a fan since I cannot be a flat earther. Yeah, that was very painful for me. But it's paid off exponentially in my view of the world. I have so much more peace, and the world makes so much more sense now. So that sacrifice I made socially, emotionally, and mentally was worth every bit. Beyond. Everyone gets what they deserve. Sounds like karma to me. Alan Watts says good stuff on Christianity. Never make a deal with Rumpelstiltskin. No, never make a deal with Rumple Foreskin. All right. Yeah, sheep do need a good shepherd. They need a shepherd that doesn't want to slit their throat when they trust them, like all the Zionists. All right. I really enjoyed the stream about the origin and meaning of words. Maybe you can do another one of those. It could help out some bears with reality shift. Like the Bach Saga dude says, it's all encoded in the language, truth be told. Well, just really understand not only what a word means, the origin of a word, and what someone's intention in that word means. Like for example, today on the stream, James thinks fear is a motivator, like a power source that we've rejected. I think fear is poison. We have a different definition of fear. And that's the type of stuff that can cause war if you don't think about it. All right. Imagine my surprise when my friend inherited an ancient English lexicon from the 1800s, where it clearly states on the first page that the English language was founded by the Anglo-Saxons and Danes from Jutland. I was always under the impression that Danish words were offspring of English or Latin. Turns out maybe the other way around. Yeah, a lot of history has been extremely graveled. Here's some fun. England is a Danish word. Ing is a meadow, land is land. So England means meadow land. Interesting. Husband is Danish word husband. Hus is a horse. Bond is a short form of the word bond, a term meaning the Danish farmer enslaved to till, keep, and reap the soil for the landlord who basically owned the land, the bond and his family. I like that. The bond was basically bonded to the land and never permitted to leave his job. Sounds like my kind of quarantine. Once the times got better and the bond had served many years, he was permitted to buy a small house and was given a small plot of land for himself. That made him a house bond, in Danish modern terms called husband. Nowadays, bond in Danish is synonymous with farmer, but originally a husband was a sort of slave, at least so the story goes. It's a lot better than a debt slave. More fun with words. Today, a regular suburban house in Denmark is called is Denmark Bear here? He must be. His mind must be gravy right now. It's called a parcelhus, loosely translated parcel house. A par is the word for pair, as in couple, man and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, so on. A cell is a short for cell, like a jail cell. So in Danish, a suburban house is called a cell for a couple, or a parcelhus. Pure gravy. When children go to school in Denmark, they are given a small container to keep their pencils and erasers and so on. This container is called a penalhus, loosely translated penal house. As you know, a penal colony is basically a prison. So in essence, the truth is hidden in plain sight. The children are bringing their penal house to school, where they sit down inside a penal house, a prison, basically. Oh yeah, buddy. That's why I'm rejoicing in these days. It's like, this is the apocalypse, guys. This is the great revealing. This is, and there's many about, it's not the end times, maybe. No one knows the time. But, and for those of you just joining, I'm not on drugs, I'm fasting. So I am having a very odd inability of not controlling what I'm saying. Every thought is just coming out. So if I seem extra rambly, that's why. They carry their own prisons around. But it's like, it's always in plain sight. That's the game. That's the whole journey, man. It has to be. They can't do anything to you. And when you really understand that, it's very relaxing. Why? Why not? Honestly, I know it's not a good idea, but why? What are you talking about, Annie Bear? Fear on farm can be translated as awareness for predators. Exactly. That's what and predations of countermeasures. Yeah, that's what I feel James is referring to. It's awareness, caution, response, heightened awareness. But fear is something much different, in my opinion. But I respect his view because I understand what he's saying. Haircut is awesome. Thank you. Is that how fasting makes you feel? I gotta try it. It's very spiritual. Oh, thank you for the grabble for my babble. Drew. All right. The end of an illusion. Yes. Thoroughly enjoying fasting, BB, or razor sharp. I'm shedding an addiction. I have an addiction to food. And I'm working with it. Apparently, there's an emptiness inside me that I fill with food. And we are going to get to the bottom of that emptiness now, aren't we? A worldwide protest. Dude, you protest in your prayers, guys. Wow, fasting really, I don't know if I'm really just crushing right now or if it's in my head, but you protest, like, your prayer is the most important time to talk. Got a shit ton of seeds today. Good for you, Ogre Bear. Here is some grabble for your babble. You call them Caesars, I call them Nimrods. Nice. I thought a 20 would be appropriate since I think Andrew Jackson was one of the good ones. Always loved that he went after the banks. Yeah, keep calling them the banks. Honey, thank you very much. Let me read your letter. Oh, this is a long one, so I'm just going to read the first paragraph. When your sense of taste and smell aren't constantly being bombarded, other senses are heightened. Yeah. The string in your hoodie is dangerously close to being lost forever. You know what? You know what, Kung Fu Bear? Hang on. I was just about to do something super cool, and I ended up almost strangling myself. I was going to pull it out and show that I was not, it was never be lost in some nonsense point I was trying to make. There was a knot in it. I couldn't pull it out. So Kung Fu Bear was wrong yet again. All right. Big Bear, I'm writing this letter to let you know how amazing you are and how you have influenced me and changed my way of thinking for the better. This is a long one, so it is better to read off stream. I'll just read a little bit. You're such a funny, inspirational man. I used to be hardcore right-wing meathead. Yeah, me too. I get it. A typical neocon who listened to Ben Shapiro, Crowder, Alex Jones, Mark Levin, and many other conservatives. I used to watch Fox News and love Tucker Carlson. I still have a soft spot for Tucker. Even though right now he won't just say what's happening, but maybe he believes it. I usually pull them out on purpose, Big Bear. Nice, Kung Fu Bear. I knew you would. I knew you would. First time I ever voted in a presidential election was Trump. I'm surprised I did not know who you were sooner, since you used to be really close with Crowder and then sweaty meatball Alex Jones. I also used to watch a lot of PragerU videos. I would read a lot of books by Bill O'Reilly. Dude, we've all been there. This is a great letter, I can tell. I'm going to read this. I really liked your take on the recent stream. Yeah, thank you. This is great. I appreciate this, man. He just described my dad. Yeah. Us men can overcome our weakness through fasting. Dude, yes. It's got to be for God, though. Just like the fear of God only. It doesn't. You just become agitated and animalistic unless you you channel it for the sacrifice to the Most High. Those of us that used to listen to Shapiro. Dude, I used to listen to Shapiro every day. Tucker may be last hope. Maybe. No. Time out for you. He may be our final hope. Dude, are you crazy? The only thing that can save us is a media speaker on Fox. Dude, come on, man. Is this your first day at the Bear Channel? Tucker is our only hope. We will not get through the winter. You got a paradigm shift. I just like him. Tucker Carlson offers me absolutely nothing. I simply like him. He has a big, thriving family. Sometimes he makes me laugh. He's useless. And now for giving me knowledge, strength, courage, all of it. Nonsense. It's the media. I like him. You understand the difference? It's like, he may be our only hope. If it isn't for the dude with the wavy hair, it's just like, dude, how many? All right, whatever. Please deposit your spirit into a human. Shapiro's voice is known to seduce seizures. Yes, my wife could never hear his voice. Like, literally would be like, get it off. And Amy is like the sweetest person. Tucker's great. Yes, I would love to hang out with Tucker. He's our only hope for speech. If you have to give your ability to speak to another man, you masturbate to pornos every single day. He's entertainment. He just seems cool. I don't even watch his show. But, because I don't like mixing up, I just don't like any mainstream media. I think it's all like a drone. But I think he's a good guy. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I don't care at all. If I'm right, I was right again. You don't seem to have like that big, beautiful family usually if you're not at least kind of good. All right. Dear Big Bear, Homemaker Bear here. Wordplay on homemaker. Oh no, Homemake Bear, nice. Unauthorized subscriber and the bear who sent the baby booties back in November with the hopes you would soon conceive again. God provides. I wanted to thank your whole family for the Christmas card. It was a beautiful reminder of what we should strive for. Family, yes. I wanted to send my thanks to Amy as well for her Instagram post about her sourdough starter. I'd been working up to making my own in the weeks prior, but her post encouraged me to finally make my own. It's tradition to name a new starter, so I decided to name mine Coronu to commemorate this time of awakening and skill building. I love it. Tucker used to be good until he started opposing Jewish banker wars. Grabbler! Tucker's awesome. Yeah, he's funny. Guys, realign your mind to look for, do I like this person? Stop thinking, will he save me? I'm telling you guys, you can't survive like that. You can't survive in this world like that. If it's like, Tucker's our only, just look at him and be like, is he funny? Does he seem smart? Does he have courage as a man? But the whole, Tucker's is a cub the Bears like to paw at. Amy has an Instagram. I need to find it. Great. I'm prepping for a proper turpentine cleanse. Nice. Shapiro squirts in his bull and branch sheets. Did you ever meet Neil deGrasse Tyson in your college podcast? No. Thank God. That's the only reason I still have a bike. Once you stop squirting, you need less hours of sleep. Thank you, Muslim Bear. People are doing the best they can in their positions. No, I don't think so, Good Time Swords Bear. I think many people are extremely evil. And they are doing the best they can to rise in their field for more nonsense Babylonian magic squares. I don't think that doing their best is even on the table for most of these people. I still love Michael Knowles. He makes me laugh. If someone makes you laugh, great. Great. Oh, and your streams have brought me out of the grasps of hell. Thank you. Anytime. I like Tucker just like I like Trump, but I always viewed them as entertainment. I still like Trump. I think Trump has been bashed by the media and pedestalized by the Q-tards to the point where he's in a tough spot. But as a man, forget about his role in the machine. As a man, you know you'd want to hang out with him. You know he'd be funny. You know he'd make fun of people properly. You know he gets shit done. But he's in a position where I can't imagine a human being able to do that and not failing. So that's why when you see him incapable of saying the stuff he was saying 3 or 4 years ago, and you realize that he's had to mute himself to keep that position, both against the shame of the media and the idolization. Guys, Q-tards, when you idolize Trump, you're not helping him. He's not the savior of man. He's a dude with a big head. I like his big old head. Trump is the shit. Good times bears in a timeout. I don't know why. I don't have a filter right now at all. I think Trump came through and did his job well. I'm going to put you in a timeout. You think Trump did his job? I don't want to talk about politics, but like, do you think at this point Trump did his job well? Do a list of his campaign promises. But he couldn't have done it. So then he's nothing. What's his job? What's the leader of the free world? So he's not really a leader. He's just a guy. He's just an entertainment piece. I mean, come on, man. Stock market, like every metric, he's failed. Trump is a legendary comedian today when bashing, right. Who could handle the president's role better than Trump in our current state of affairs? Name one person. You're in a timeout. Name one person. I could name 1,000. Guys, entertainer billionaires are some of the least good. So you don't know anyone in your life that would be capable of saying, did we really go to the moon? What happened at 9/11? Maybe we should stop getting everyone in debt. How come everyone's in their house now for months? Why are we threatening to go to war again? Why have we brought troops home from Afghanistan? Why are we guarding poppy fields? I don't want to get into this because it's so dumb. But like, every one of my neighbors would do a better job. But they'd never be allowed to because they haven't been processed properly. Right? I mean, am I wrong? Trump is hilarious. Yeah, but you don't need to soothe. You don't need to be like, he's doing so great, isn't he, Bez? Isn't he the greatest we could ever ask for? There's no authority at all in the either Trump is completely subverted or the presidency has no authority. Guys, I don't want to get into it right now, but like, look around. Is Hillary Clinton in jail? Are we out of the Middle East? Like, whatever. It's all good. Fox is president, BB is vice. Who the fuck would want to be a president? That's why they all suck. I would never be president. I'm a comedian. It's why I can say the truth and people can tell me I crush and I don't have a pedestal issue because I'm still a clown. You understand? When I say I'm a comedian, never treat me any way else, it's for my own safety. Donald Trump, I think, wanted to crush the deep state, wanted to crush pedophilia, wanted to bring troops home, wanted to stop vaccine. I think he wanted to do all of it. It's impossible. I get to say the truth. I get to say the truth every day because I'm a goddamn clown. I get to say shit. I get to bring you information and give you stuff that no one else can because their role, their title, would make it impossible. Or you can't idolize me because I'm a clown. I'm a comedian. I'm a bard. It's impossible to idolize me. If you do, you immediately check yourself and go, oh, wait, isn't he a sacred cow slaughterhouse? Isn't that his job? The job of president is to run the corporation of the United States. Honest to honest to be the president. The entire job is to be dishonest. Special needs president. The president does not save you. The government expands when the morality of the people declines. The government is a machine that has absolutely nothing to do with good. Fact. There's no way one person can ever stop that. Fact. the morality and spirit and soul and constitution of the people. You know what constitution means? Let's look it up. You guys want to talk about what words mean? Thank you for this, by the way. I'm going to keep going a little bit here. All right, let's look up the definition of the word constitution. I bet you'll be a little surprised at what the real meaning of it is. The system of fundamental principles according to which a nation, state, corporation, or the like is governed. Okay. The document embodying all these principles. Okay. The way in which a thing is composed. Okay, that's it. The way in which a thing is composed or made up. Oh, no, it has to be number one. No, it doesn't. Have you not learned about the Grabbler? When they say the Constitution of America, they can easily mean the physical character of the body as to strength. What is your constitution? What is a constituency? It is the people that make up the country. If your country is full of squirt boy retards that wear masks and run around jerking off and drinking and fucking and getting sucked off and lying and listening to Ben Shapiro and CNN, that's the constitution of the country. Fortitude, right. What is the constituency? It's the people you govern. It is the people. So when the people live a life in which they hold themselves to such a high standard that they can speak their mind, they can protect themselves with guns, they can assemble because no one will tell them not to, because they have high morality. Every time those people decay their morality, the government expands. And the nature of the government is that they will use anybody that will help expand it. And once you're in it, you are part of it. There is no way to change it. So the reason Trump is a blessing, it's not Trump, it's us. Guys, the reason Trump was a good sign is because the government had to respond to the human beings, the free people that make up this nation, seeing truth. The reason that Trump is better than Obama, Clinton, Reagan, Bush is because he had to be. Now, he's still in the trap. He's still in the shame fame trap. Constituency is not constitution. Mom Bear, you're in timeout. It's a piece of paper. No, the fuck it isn't. Does it appear the Constitution is being upheld? No, of course not, because the Constitution was the group of people. The American Constitution. What is a constitution? It's a piece of paper. It's also the people. So the reason Trump is crushing or appears, I think he's completely now just in this state of not being able to do anything. I mean, at this point, if you think it's okay to shut down the world economy, put masks on proud men who work at the Navy Yard, scare the shit out of everybody, pregnant women, all this stuff, and be a part of the media machine that keeps feeding despair and lies into the people, and you just go, some big things are happening. You're not in control. You're not in control. And you can squirt all you want here. You can squirt all you want. You can come here and go, Trump was a reflection of the Great Awakening, of people saying, what the fuck is in a vaccine? When I was a kid, a great bear wrote to me, and I'm going to read it now, that, and he comes from a very prolific Hollywood family. He's been through hell and back to keep his free will, and I love him dearly. Let me read to you what used to happen to people and how fortunate we actually are to be in these times. Listen to this. I read this at the beginning. I'll read it again. Guys, the reason I can do this is because I'm a comedian. And when you act like, oh, no, this is church. Oh, no, you should run for Congress. No, you're damning me if you push that. I can be the funniest motherfucker on the internet, but I'm still a bard. I'm still a jester. You can't iconicize and pedestalize somebody whose intention is to do what I do. So if you say, oh, you should run for president, you should start a church. No, because then I would no longer be able to do what I do. You understand? You can't do both. It's why I can stay in the pocket and bat 1,000. If I had to face what Trump was facing and I was in that position, I would be standing in front of a camera saying the CDC is doing the best job they could, because the carrots and sticks of my life would make me do that. There would be no way out. Oh, but you're just not strong enough. There's no other way. So is that despair? No. No, you are not defined by the people that are on that flat screen of shit that is haunting your home. Your sexuality is not the runaway drug addicts they fuck for money on your pornos. And your constitution is not the liars on that flat piece of shit you hang up on your wall instead of a painting. Baby, we love you. You're doing great crushing. Thank you, Good Time Sword Bear. So anyway, this dude sent me that Out of the Shadows documentary about Hollywood. Lots of parrots of the Big Bear. I think I sent to you because I was excited about the source. Stunt guys are great. Also was sent to my mother this morning of one of my childhood buddies' mothers. If this is what two nice old ladies are sharing with each other on Easter Sunday to watch instead of going to fake church, I have a much harder time seeing any of this as bad. Exactly. It's in you. Guys, my mom's probably going to move in now because of this bullshit pandemic. This is all a blessing. So when I talk about how don't hold your breath for the fucking great reveal of Hillary in chains, guys, I'm freeing you. It's not because I'm a fucking Debbie Downer. Listen, just this isn't over yet. My mother told me today that her mother knew about the television in the early years and was taken to state-run mental facility for speaking out about it when she was 78. She told me she had to go visit her mother there, who was being abused so brutally in the facility that after she got out, she later took her own life. She knew about Spielberg in the 70s. I've had to watch the last few on replay. You're doing the best kind of work. It makes me feel like those who suffered before did not have to do it in total vain when you do your thing. Thank you, Owen. What I'm trying to tell you is, back in the day, if you spoke out about Spielberg, do not romanticize the 70s. They put you in a goddamn mental institution and abused you until you blew your own fucking brains out. What you're facing right now with the toilet paper and the mask, of course it's a desperate flailing. I'm disappointed in the people that won't say this is bullshit. That's my cross to bear. But if you think that right now, Trump Messiah, are you joking? You're in another timeout. If anybody associates Trump with the Messiah, they're gone. He is not the Messiah, guys. Jesus Christ was the Messiah. So listen to what I'm telling you right now. So we can be annoyed and speak out and not wear the masks and meet and all this stuff, but it's like, it used to be so much worse. The reason that Trump had to be put out and paraded out and put in that position, and why he is one of the best presidents we've had, compared to literal nonstop parade of psychopaths that if you wouldn't trust around your dog because he'd probably fuck it and then kill it, literally, our eyes are becoming so open that they need to keep pacifying us with bullshit. Trust the plan, trust the plan. Dude, we are the plan, motherfucker. We are the Constitution. We are family. We are community. That's already here. It was already here. Jesus Christ saved us 2,000 years ago. You're a Christian. No, he did it out of love. Love. It's not a guilt trip. It's not shame. It's already done. So when I call people Q-tards, hey, trust the plan. Q is a bullshit psyop at this point. Oh, you trust him? Dude, I thought that Hollywood was looking a little peaked. Q seems like a good story. He ain't a savior. It's a letter. And this is not despair. Let it go. You're already crushing. But the rollerbladers got arrested in the park. Dude, they're fucked. They're fucked. They got to now try and make you wear a mask to be part of the machine because people are waking up. Back when I was a kid, it was worse. It was worse. Dude, if a woman was acting bitchy, they took out her fucking uterus. What do you think it's called? Hysteria. Hysterectomy? You're hysterical. We're going to take your uterus. You talk shit about the grab where pedophiles like Spielberg. Guys, they put you in a padded room and they abused you till you kill yourself. The Great Awakening is not me saying, fuck, I like Trump. Q's interesting. People are like, how dare you take it away from the... It's us doing it. The Constitution is that which makes up your nation, the people. And it's little wins. It's little. It's like reaching out to your friends, your buddies. My mom may be moving in. I was asking her to move in for years. Thank you, Q. Thanks for your fucking plan. My mom actually is probably going to move in at this point. Q is shit. Don't trust anyone that doesn't show their face. Don't even have a negative strong opinion. It's a letter in the alphabet. It's a spell. Q's role is to keep people occupied during Corona. The way I see it, it's not as planned. My new buddy, James, who thinks it's Steve Bannon, I think the odds are 15%. I don't know, 20%. It's a great theory. I have no idea who the fuck Q is. I don't know if it's a plan, if it's like a worked out psyop, or it's a LARPing, Adderall-ridden Chinaman in his fucking basement. Guys, I'm not being negative. You don't need Q. You don't need Trump. You don't need any of that shit. And so what are you saying? We should take over fucking the Capitol? Let that swamp sit there. Let them fucking sit there with their bullshit. They're LARPing. They're trying to climb and claw at each other to be king of the mountain, the dumbest, stupidest little squirt boy fucking mountain. Q is not as strong as 5G because Q doesn't have a number. Right. Same thing with 5G. 5G could, okay, you fire up, let me give you a range of fucking examples. 5G could be, a super strong thing so they can have drones and they can shoot it. Dude, it all requires, I don't know what else. I know I'm fasting, so I'm just saying a lot of shit, but like, it could also just be a little squirt. I'll tell you right now, some people are saying that we just lost America. It's a totalitarian takeover. Everybody, dude, this is a fucking apocalypse. It's the awakening. It's the great revealing. What really matters? I'm going to read you something hysterical that somebody sent me, and then I'm going to play some more music. All right, where is it? Face mask options. Dude, guys, life has always been hard. It's always been hard. It's always been a test. And just like what that Marine wrote to me, it's like, it's not going to be a Muslim on your knees with a gun to your head saying, renounce Jesus Christ or we shoot you. That's absurd. It's going to be shit goes down and what do you do? Do you freak out? Do you buckle to social shame? When everyone's like, oh, you're not trusting the plan, squirt. I'll read you something super funny. All right. Again, for those of you just joining, I'm on a pretty intense fast and my emotions are right at the surface of my skin. So I don't have a filter at all. Beehive Bear. Oh, nice. Oh, where the hell is it? It was so funny. Trump says big things are happening, and they sure are. Right. It's like, big things, big things. If you're soothing yourself with Trump, you're just going to go, oh, big things mean they're finally getting Hillary. At this point, there's no logic to that. But it doesn't matter because you don't fucking need them. Where's that super funny thing someone sent me? It was legitimately hilarious. Huh. Truth with laugh. Oh, here we go. Is this? No. Where is it? Yeah. No. I don't know. It was the 5 different types of people during this whole pandemic. Hang on. Maybe it's on my phone. Let me see here. Where is it? Talk amongst yourselves. There's no, I mean, I'm blessed to have so many people write to me, but there's just no way I can get to the bottom of this one. Oh, something to make you smile. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Here we go. 5 types of customers since Rona. Notes from an anonymous UPS driver. It's funny. Type number 1, Steve. He has been waiting for this moment his whole life. He has been drinking Boilermakers since 10 a.m. in his recliner and his ARs within arm's reach. He has 6 months provisions in his basement and a bug-out bag due west buried in the woods. Steve demands a handshake as I give him his package. He's sizing me up as I deliver his ammo. Steve will survive this, and he may kill you if he needs to. Number 2, Brad. This is from a UPS delivery guy. All right. He's standing at his window wearing skinny jeans and a Patagonia t-shirt. He is mad because there were no organic tomatoes at Whole Foods today. He points at the ground where he has taped a 6 feet no-go zone line on his porch. I leave his case of Fiji water, organic granola bites, and his new Bernie Bro hat at the tape. Brad will not survive. Steve will probably eat him. Number 3, Nancy. She has sprayed everything with thieves oil, bought all the Clorox wipes, hand sanitizer, toilets. All right. She has quarantined her kids and sprays them with a mixture of lavender and mint essential oils daily. She has posted every link known to man about the Rona on her social media. She will spray you if you break the 6-foot rule. I will leave her yet another case of toilet paper. She will last longer than Brad, but not Steve. Number 4, Karen. She has called everyone and read them the latest news on the Rona. She asked for the manager at Food Lion, Walmart, Publix, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and Vons all before noon, demanding more toilet paper. Karen's kids are currently faking the Rona to avoid her. I'm delivering Hello Kitchen to her. Karen will not survive longer than Brad. 5, Mary is sitting in the swing watching her kids have a water balloon fight in the front yard as she is on her 4th glass of wine. She went to the store and bought 2 cases of Pop-Tarts, some cereal, some pizza rolls, and a little bit of toilet paper. There is a playlist of Bob Marley, Pink Floyd, and Post Malone playing in the background. I'm bringing her 2nd shipment of wine in 3 days. Mary will survive, and marry Steve. Together they will repopulate the earth. I mean, that's hilarious. All right. We will not make it. I know. It's so obvious who's been squirting. All right, let me read some more. I have a super pregnant wife, and we're just talking about having a 4th. And she's like, yeah, I'm down to have a 4th. I just want things to calm down a little. That's like all my wife, that like, some people are like, what am I going to do? My wife, my super pregnant wife is like, yeah, I'm definitely down to have another kid. I just really hope people stop wearing masks everywhere. It makes me feel a little bit freaked out. Pregnant women are stronger than the squirt boys. It's just like, it's pretty mind-blowing at this point. Dearest Big Bear, I'm a 27-year-old bike enthusiast with a beautiful Indian. Don't worry, she is a Brahmin. Good, I like the Brahmins. Wife, we're expecting a beautiful baby girl this July. My wife will be homeschooling. We are currently searching for some land, a house to start our homestead in rural Minnesota. Guys, that's what strength is. If the world was a bunch of homesteads and neighborhoods, they can't pull this shit. The entire Grabble is urban. It's spilling out into areas like mine everywhere. But dense city populations may be a little fucked. But it's like, if everybody, not to toot my own horn here, but if everybody lived like me in my neighborhood, it's fucking impossible to Grabble it. It requires the squirt, the fear, the honeycomb. You know, they have to beg for Babylon. All right. Pregnant women for the win. Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. And a lot of it is because of my relaxed demeanor, even though I'm obviously Big Bear. I'm slightly crazy. And my faith in God. And her faith in God. You know? You got to set a good tone for your wife. You can't spiral in front of your wife. You can tell her about your thoughts and your planning, and like if she asks what's wrong a few times, calmly let her know, but you can't spiral. Or else they feel it. You have to protect your family as a man. If you don't, where are all the deaths? It's in the discussing cities. There aren't even any deaths. I'm not going to say there will be. I'm not putting that in the world. The urban environment is pretty fun right now. Yeah, if you're Kung Fu Bear, it is. Not for a lot of people. All of this beauty manifested in my life when I became committed to finding the ultimate truth, logos. I had my students write an argumentative essay on their position on the moon landing. At the time, I thought we were actually put a meth head's tree fort on a rock in space. Until that point, I had only heard of arguments claiming we did not go. See, this is what the awakening is, guys. This is like he's a 7th grade science teacher. All right, that were brought up, arguments claiming we did not go, that were brought up by gatekeeping sodomites like Joe the Toe. In short, it was the mind of children, right? Okay, sorry for interrupting over and over again. That led me to see the moon hoax, and beyond that, the lie of the spinning, flying ball on Earth. Guys, that's why there's no rest for the wicked. They have to mess up every kid's mind. Every single human being is born with the ability to go, that's a meth head's tree fort. This doesn't feel like it's spinning. All right. What do you guys do to prevent spiraling? Well, I mean, with my fasting, I don't know, I might spiral a little, but we're just not scared people. We're just not, like, what the fuck are you scared of? Are you actually scared of Corona? Are you scared of the totalitarian response? Are you scared of social pressures? Like, what the fuck are you scared of? Can you imagine how much cocaine is being consumed in LA right now? It's all squirting. It was around this time that I discovered your podcast. What a trip it was that this was the time during your journey that you yourself came in terms with the globe lie. We're all in this together. Where we go one, we may actually go all, but not in the gay way. Finding out that so much of the science that pushed me away from God was a lie began to push me back towards God. Do you need a letter named Q for all? Guys, come on. Listening to your podcast reminded me of the importance of my wife and children. I completely ended my pursuit of any women whom I would not marry and asked God to bring me the perfect one. He delivered. She stands by me and supports me in every way. She even cut the ties of 2 of her friends who deem me a toxic white male. Right. Guys, they all do. If you're a good man and you're strong and you provide safety and protection and the path and knowledge and you crush, they will tell their cunt friends that want to put down whites or males or whatever, they will tell those cunts to get the fuck out of here. They'll say, hey, cunts, don't you ever talk about my man that way. And those same girls would act like a screeching, aborting mess if they're with a cuck. That's how women are. That's the nature of women. The same woman that could be parading herself in a fucking feminism spiral. You know, it's like, within 6 months with an actual man, she will be calling her friends cunts and disavowing them. Wait, you some kind of cult? No, it's basic male leadership. Cunts. Oh, how dare you say the word? How dare you? And then the how dare you start with like a question mark. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? It just falls the fuck apart. Apparently the diaper industry, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Industry is very grabber-ish. Until the 50s, babies were potty trained by 18 months. The key is to use diapers minimally to reading signals and relax. And taking them to the toilet before they have to go in their diaper, they would rather not soil themselves. Amy should check out the Go Diaper Free podcast. How many kids do you have? My wife, she recently discovered some mommy gravy that Amy could benefit from. Right. When you guys have a kid, let me know if your gravy still works. Let me know when your wife has 2 kids and a third on the way. Let me know if she's really down to like watch for signs and then let their kids shit themselves. If only we had thought. If only we had known that if we just watch for signs and let kids shit themselves, you know, we could speed the process along. How dare you? Thank you, Owen, for being a model of what a man should be in this incredible time. Me and my wife don't have much other than gratitude to send you, but someday dude, fuck money. If you're tight on money, don't send me a penny. If you do, I'll take it as an insult. Your love, your support, your like commitment, you know, your loyalty. Dude, that's worth more than money at this point. Obviously. It always has been, but you know, I'm fine. And if you're tight at all, don't even fucking worry about it at all. Just never do that to me. All right. Support what you like or it goes away. Right now, I think enough people are feeling the squeeze financially where don't even worry about money. I'm being serious. If support, you put that support in other ways then. You can tell friends about the stream. You can pray for us. You can just do the best you can in life because we're all connected in a weird, fucked up way. Postal money order, okay? Sure, but again, like, don't ever stress about that. Like, support what you like or it goes away. There's been times when I've needed money to keep this stream going. Right now, I'm doing pretty fucking good. I'm not rich. I spend all of it on fucking farm stuff. But like, if you're feeling the squeeze, rethink the support what you like or it goes away. It's like, you can support in a million ways. Loyalty is very important. So is community building. So is being connected to other bears, like in networks, like with all the different sites that we have, like all that shit. Plant a garden. Yeah, if you want to help me, plant yourself a garden. Blessings be upon you and your beautiful family. If it pleases you, I would like to be verified as Dick Conditioning Bear. Welcome. Since my mission in the indoctrination center's public schools has been breaking the deconditioning bear. I love that. Of the children who are abandoned there daily. Love and gratitude, Cole and Sam. I love it. I love it. That's the awakening. How are you supposed to fucking indoctrinate kids when your teachers are starting to see what really went on in that cold, dusty moon of ours? How can you refuse money for free, that goy? Grabbler? You're obsessed with you're obsessed with just one currency. All right, what else we got here? Buy a brochure. Yeah, support each other. What's more, don't just give each other money. Like some bear could pop up. Hey, bears, I'm a bear too. Hey, fellow bears, support my GoFundMe. Fuck that, dude. Make connections, exchange ideas, shop at each other's businesses if you start knowing who they are. You know, we're in a very interesting time, but there's so many opportunities. Like, the more your community builds with each other and the more we have something where we can let each other know stuff and stand strong in times of strife, it's more, sorry, Grabbler, but it's more than all the money in the whole world. And that's a reality. The Grabbler just has bullshit. But thank you, though, for the Grabble for my babble. Again, I'm not saying don't support the channel if you have it. But if you're feeling financially pressed because of these times, don't hesitate to not. Dear Big Bear, how dare you? How dare you speak the truth? Because some dudes are so committed and they're so fucking fired up that they're like, nah, it doesn't matter if we're really struggling, baby. We got to give the bears money. That's not how this works. If you're struggling financially and you want to give the bear his honey, if you want to feed this big old bear, shift. Like, do something for the community, for us. If you want to support the channel, like, share it with people. You know, engage more. Plant fucking seeds, you know? Because if you go broke and you get stressed, it does not help any of us. Dear Big Bear, how dare you? How dare you speak the truth in a world of lies? How dare you remind us life is more than fancy pants and lollipops? How dare you help the already woken to stop being Eeyore and ask what's next? Dude, that's big. It's better than buying booze. Yeah. How about this? If you use your money to buy booze, give it to me instead. If you use your money, I'm serious. If you use your money to buy Twinkies and fucking cigarettes, just send it to me. I'll save your life. All right. Stop being Eeyore and ask what's next. How dare you bring hope to this recovering addict whom constantly needs reminded to stop spiraling? How dare you give perspective that the gamma is a broken soul that needs some degree of sympathy, not hate? Right on, man. How dare you make me ask myself if this is the hill I'm prepared to die on? How dare you dispel the lies and slay the idols? How dare you bring this former atheist who was put off by the churchians back to Logos? I'm still working on the G word. It's fine. Trauma, bro. I get it. How dare you inspire me to stop whining about... Dude, living it, there's no magic words, guys. The Muslims say Allah. You know, some people say Yahweh. Some people say... my brain is I'm fucking fasting like a maniac. Jehovah. You know, it's live it. You know, don't get obsessed with it. If you're on your way back, fucking who cares? Some people say God is Godriel, which is an angel of darkness. Like you can get wrapped up in all these fucking stupid, like mine's the special word. It's like, dude, you just feel it. God. How dare you inspire me to stop whining about what they're doing to me and take control of my own life? How dare you keep crushing and help us do the same? Till end we crush. How dare you, Big Bear? How double dare you? Eternally grateful, Strider Bear. Thank you, Strider Bear. I felt that. That was a very sincere letter. I felt that in my big old bear heart. This will be the last one. I'll play a little music. How dare you? I know why people have a hard time with God. I was raised with a lot of that hypocrite shit too, and it still exists. It still exists. You see that all the time. How dare you, Big Bear? You're not a man of God. A man of God knows it's Saturday, not Sunday. A real man of God knows it's Sunday, not Saturday. A real man of God sends the Grambler money. I've read that divorce rates have went up since Corona. Those marriages were done from the start. Muslim Bear, you're being a bit of a buzzkill. What's up, Owen? Because of you, Vox Day, the Kurgan, and Jay, I made an effort to reconnect with Christ. Your masculinity was extremely important for me to see, as my father is a weak man. Cut. Real quick, focus on something he did good and give him that and let him go. That's what I did. My dad didn't circumcise me. It's because it's about you. It's about you now. Honor thy father. I get it. I get what honor thy father means. Speak the truth. Don't say your dad's a good man or strong or anything, but just like one little thing that I found is very helpful is focus on one fucking thing that dude did good for you. Because everybody has a spark. Everyone's been abused. Everyone vacates. Everybody has a connection to the machine. And it doesn't help you if you focus on their weakness. My dad is a very weak man too. I get it. My father's a weak man, constantly anxious and fearful about material things. Dude, my dad ordered a bunch of corona tests. He now wants to test my mom for the corona like all the time. Picture how far this apple has fallen away from that tree, guys. My dad used to always say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, Dad, I think your tree is on the tip of a giant cliff. And then there's a river that carries the apple like states away. My dad said, quote unquote, Dr. Fauci, I only trust Dr. Fauci. So don't think that I'm immune from family issues, guys. My dad ordered coronavirus test kits. And growing up, he was like the smartest dude I knew. He's not getting dressed. I'm thankful my dad gave me Jesus. Your dad, I'm not gonna be a stickler. I get it. I thank my dad for beating my ass as a kid. That's kind of odd, but okay. Oh my God, I hope your mom comes to live with you. Yeah. No, she's close to coming at this point. I was telling my mom, and she was like, Gene, if you go visit Owen, you have to be tested for corona. I was like, tell that old faggot to be tested for AIDS. But even though AIDS is a lie anyway, I don't think he's popping poppers these days. But that's why people don't mess with me. I make it expensive. You have to be tested for coronavirus. Only if you get tested for AIDS, you old faggot. I mean, Dr. Fauci. And then he just disappears in a room. But he didn't circumcise me, so that's good. Countless times he has asked me about my grades, has told me to put a jacket on because it's cold outside, I'm 22, etc. Yeah, it's insane. I get it. Again, my dad has ordered several coronavirus test kits. However, even though he calls himself a Christian, he was never asked me about my relationship with God, nor has he tried to teach me practice wisdom about the world. Right, what you're dealing with here is a baby boomer. If I had listened to his advice, I would now be terrified of other people because they might spread a non-viral virus to me. Viruses aren't even bad. If I had listened to his advice, I would know and believe this because the Grabler media is a great source of truth. You have been a great influence in my life, and I am very grateful for your voice. Thank you. This warms my heart. I would like to share some wisdom I have learned over my short life that may help other young bears in a similar situation. If your father sucks, remember that your true father is God. Yes. Again, though, if I can offer you advice, my friend, as someone who's pushing 40, who's been through a lot of roads of daddy situations, focus on something your dad did good and legitimately pray for him. It's fucking impossible for certain dads, but you can do it. It's for you. It's not for him. And that he will care for you more than anyone else can. Serve him as best you can and do not shy away from asking him for help. That's big. See, asking you shall receive. Do not take psychedelics. Do not smoke weed. Many trips brought me false wisdom through false spiritual experiences, which took years to unravel. Yes. Joe Rogan took a bunch of mushrooms and kissed a dude's taint, allegedly. Taking LSD and shrooms is willingly subjecting yourself to the spells that surround you. Just like porn, these drugs install subconscious updates which blind you from the truth. Yes. Keep crushing, man. May you and your family live in joy for the rest of your days. Lithuanian Bear. P.S. Could you promote my music? Of course, Lithuanian Bear. This is going to blow your mind. This is helping me right now. Because if you make shit and you spread it around, not like a gamma, not like, I'm this better boy, everybody read. But if you ask someone like me for help and you have good music, that's how you beat the fucking machine. This is how you do it. Fauci was also on the AIDS panel. What's next? Oh, God. SoundCloud.com/goodfrequency. Guys, go follow that dude. See if you like it. If you don't, bail. Whenever I'm promoting people, I'm just reading letters. Don't think like, oh, Big Bear promoted it, so that means I have to fucking be here. No, it might be shit. You know? Like in a week, James True might tell you to cut your dick off and fucking jump off a bridge. Have discernment. Say no. You know what I'm saying? It's like I bring you guys people that I find interesting, people that I think are cool. And because I've learned this the hard way, man. If I like totally connect too much with somebody and I just refuse to admit that someone's taking a turn. Because here's the interesting part. If you do that, it allows you to be compassionate and good to a lot more people. You know, like I don't have to think like, oh, if I have this guy on, what if he tells everyone to chop their dick off? Well, I trust my audience that they're like, I'm not going to chop my dick off. Does he play any Chet Hanks songs? I don't even know what you're talking about. The Italian surname means, I don't know what that means. BB will have lesions, have to play piano and unauthorized, do you think? Lessons? Maybe. BB trust is use our own discernment. Yes. If you just cut your dick off, we could arrest Hillary, Big Bear, damn it. Right. Watch out for that. I trust your discernment. That's why I bring you gravy. I could be wrong. The people I bring on can be wrong. We are not your savior. I always find that to be so obvious that I don't have to say it, but in these times, you know, all right. Oh, and wow, another sword exclamation. So I woke up at 4 a.m. today listening to your unauthorized.tv podcast, and I'd heard it a few weeks before. Excuse me, I'm crying with joy in life. Just wow. I sent you a Canadian polar bear because I knew you would appreciate it, and I was so stoked to hear and see you growing as a human being and your wonderful family. I began slipping into self-pity and frustration once I was a firefighter, homeowner, married, and it's been so hard to let go. I suffered 2 years of complete systemic failure, 2001. In September 2002, I had had enough. I cried out to God to speak to me. He did. Long story short, I'm still human and prone to temptation, but he is not. So I found myself in March this year living in a van in a church parking lot, safe parking program, living on little, $700 a month, and seeing very, very clearly what was coming and why. And as the people around me started getting very sullen and stealing food and complaining about each other for the most dumb reasons, I fell to my knees and earnestly asked God to come back in my life. I own my bullshit self-pity and anger and surrendered surrendered it to Him. With a few days, new home, new work, new friends, new life. I'm helping my neighbor today plowing a small field. We are doing it together by hand, shovels. He is 60 and from Cambodia. Yeah, Cambodians are pretty based. Sweet person. I am renting a covered school bus. I don't know. Sorry, my writing is sloppy. I am doing all of the charts well, and I can only attribute this to a loving God who has a great sense of humor and who keeps showering me with everything I need. I now have a community with goats, soon chickens, good people, children, dogs, cats, birds, blackberries, pond, creek, off-grid, completely. Soon children, or soon chickens, sorry. And I feel that I need to reaffirm the humanity that we are standing for. I've gone to 4 local hospitals, all empty. Thank you, brother. I woke up hearing truth today in the form of your voice and realized that the plane, the world we're living in, is separating in ways I can only observe and feel. And I'm so honored to be on the sunny side, the good side, the God side, the vibration of truth. My copy of Logos Rising today. Yes, it is. Yes, we are. Wonderful Christians card. Thank you. Or Christmas card. Thank you. No problem. All right. Serious note. International Bio Case Hospital really healed. All right. Love and all. Janie Bear. Thank you, Janie Bear. Yeah, I mean, what Jesus says, what you do to basically the lowest of me, you do to me. And so many people don't realize, a lot of people that are living in a van or have been through a lot of shit or aren't making eye contact, or they know shit you don't know. You know? Be good to those people. Those people are warm. The people that just kind of brush everyone off and they're like, titles are fucked up. They are. It's like, oh, well, he lives in a van. It's like, dude, he probably sees shit that you wouldn't see in 1,000 years. Thanks to Chester. All right, do you guys have any final songs before I go? I need to get some rest. Have you heard Chet Hanks speaking in a Jamaican accent? Effing hilarious. No, Muslim Bear, I haven't. All right. I think Muslim Bear might be a fed. All right. Any final songs before I go? I lived in a van going to college. Nice. There's stuff that those type of people see that others don't see, and they walk right past them. They walk right over them. All right. CCR Candle in the Wind. I like that one. CCR Candle in the Wind. Yeah, do you guys think Muslim Bear might be a fed? Grabber says, I am very nice to the runaways who get paid to strangle me when I squid. Good one, Grabber. Please look up to Xanarland. I don't know what that is. The grabbling hand grabs all it can. Everyone cucks in large amounts. I think we are getting closer to the gunner's dream, baby. Yes. But it's up to us. I've stopped pedophilia. You know where? Ursa Manor. I've stopped a lot of shit because this is my home, this is my land. That's the future, guys. I've seen it. I've seen this shit. I've seen visions, guys. You could stop it on your land, and that will resonate in ways that you can't imagine. If you keep looking out into the hundreds of billions and billions of stars and people and jurisdictions in DC and the billions, they freeze you with the numbers. Your mind is not supposed to be thinking in terms of trillions of trillions of trillions. It makes you frozen. I've stopped pedophilia at Ursa Manor. Now you stop pedophilia where you live. I've reinvigorated the Christian American spirit at Ursa Manor. You do it where you live. I've reclaimed medical health at Ursa Manor. Jesus Christ, BB been ripping on me today. You're in a timeout, Muslim Bear. I think you're a Fed. Not that the Feds even give a shit about me, but I like saying that. Muslim Bear has an angle. Geez, fellow bears. BB here's been sure ripping on me. I know I can take a real ribbing. I'm not buying him for a fucking second. BB, I think you might like I Shall Not Walk Alone. I'll check that out. That part really resonated today. Dude, it's so true. You know, you can have theological arguments all day long, and that's fun, whatever. But, like, stop evil where you live. All right. They kill you with numbers. So forget about what you think about Joe Biden. Do you think out of 250 million people, that's the best the Democrats can find? Guys, you can't say a complete sentence. I'm like fasting right now to the point where I'm like just jumping all over with my thoughts. Joe Biden probably needs a diaper. Do you think these are the options? No. It's how they freeze your mind. Be the president of your house. Run for president. You know, go against your cat. Our mind is not supposed to think in terms of trillions. That's how the Federal Reserve gets you. You can't conceive of the number. Guys, I don't even think they keep track. I think it's all about mind control. Trillion, trillion, trillion. Grabber comes in. Oh, squirt. Biden is so funny. Dude, I feel weird about people that are still committed to like the race where it's like, they got Biden on the ropes. They're going to try and screw old Trumpy. Here comes Biden. Guys, the guy is fucking mentally gone. Like Joe Biden is making less sense than like your average dementia patient. And are people getting pleasure out of this where it's like, look at him squirm. Trumpy's going to crush him in the debate. It's like, next, who's he going to debate? A fucking houseplant? Out of 250 million people, that's the best they could do. Well, it's the goddamn Democrats. Guys, this is absurd. It's absurd. It's fucking absurd. He's a senile wretch. He's a perverted, rapey, gross, senile wretch. You think that those are the... Well, we've done some cuts. Imagine if the New England Patriots, they have everybody there, though, and they just keep making cuts, and they just end up with... it's just like a little pile of dog shit. And they're like, well, we had to get rid of Tom Brady. We had to get, we had to make a lot of cuts. This is a long, arduous process. We had to run them and test them, and then and it's like, so what do we have? And it's just a little squirt. It's like a little bit of cum. Guys, I'm not joking. It's that insane. And so when people are like, oh, well, it's over. It's over. It's elder abuse. All right, what's the name of that song? Candle in the window. Now, it's like, okay, so who's gonna start over Brady? It's like, come. Like, what? Doesn't even make any sense. Like, it's a teaspoon of jizz. It's like, no, but that's Tom Brady. It's like, we made a lot of cuts. We've been on a long, arduous process to see who can finally replace him. It's a pine cone covered in a grab or jizz. Guys, that's literally more believable because it would be tough to sack. All right. No, that's not it. Put a candle in the window. And people still are like engaged in it. They're like, look at this. Look at this. Old Trumpster. They're going to try and debate. Guys, the guy can't speak. As long as I see the light, here it is. Final song, then I'm out. Put a candle in the window. window. I gotta do it a different key. Put a candle in the window. But I feel I've got to move. Is that it? No, hang on, give me a second. Put a candle in the window. But I feel I've got to move. But I'm gone, I'll be coming home soon. Long as I can see the light. Pack my bags and let's get moving. 'Cause I'm bound to drift a while. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, long as I can see the light. I guess I've got that old traveling bone. 'Cause this feeling won't leave me alone. But I won't lose my way, no. Long as I can see the light. It's better on the guitar, but you guys get it. I'm going to play Lodi, and that'll be it. I'm going to release the lemons. This has been a fun one. You guys enjoy this? You guys enjoy the madness of the bear? I think the highlight of this whole thing was Amy's haircut. Biden needs a belt and suspenders. How am I supposed to trust a man who can't trust his own bed? It's just like, but it's just finally being revealed. It's just finally being revealed. All right. Biden for president. Good one, you genius bear. But again, I hope my point resonates where it's just like, I mean, Trump is going to absolutely eat this man alive. It's like, okay, what if he had like a massive head wound? Like, what if he was bleeding out and just blood squirting everywhere? Would people still be like, wait till Trump really rips him apart? It's like, dude, the guy's losing blood. All right. What do we got here, Lodi? Oh, so you're not American? America, I mean, choosing between two fucking crazy people. No, I'm extremely American. And so are my friends. All right, here we go. Just about a year ago, I set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, looking for a pot of gold. Things got bad and things got worse. I guess you know the tune. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. I rode in on a Greyhound, and I'll be walking out if I go. I was just passing through. It must be 7 months or more. Ran out of time and money. It looks like they took my friends. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. The grabbler from the magazine said I was on my way. Somewhere I lost connection. I ran out of songs to play. I came into town on a one-night stand. It looks like my plans fell through. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. If I only had $1 for every song I sung, every time I had
people said they're drunk. You know I'd catch the next train, oh, back to where I live. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in Lodi again.
All right, let's close with Gunner's Dream. All right, well, Gunner's Dream. Brian Coffee for another beautiful day. Yeah, I love that you know that. She's doing it for tomorrow morning. Wonderful woman. There we go.
Floating down through the clouds, memories come rushing up to meet me now. But in the space between the heaven and the...
Sorry, someone just made me laugh. If I only had $1 for every time I squirt. All right, I gotta stay focused.
Floating down through the clouds, memories come rushing up to meet me now. But in the space between the heaven and the corner of some foreign field, I had a dream.
Goodbye, Max. Goodbye, Ma.
After the service, when you're walking slowly to the car, and the silver in her hair shines in the cold November air, you hear the tolling bell and touch the silk in your lapel. And as the teardrops rise to meet the comfort of the band, you take her frail hand and hold on to the dream. A place to stay, enough to eat, somewhere old heroes shuffle safely down the street, where you can speak out loud about your doubt and fear. And what's more, no one ever disappears. You never hear their standard issue kicking in your door. You can relax on both sides of the tracks, and maniacs don't blow holes in bandsmen by remote control. And everyone has recourse to the law, and no one kills the children anymore. No one kills the children anymore. Night after night, going round and round my brain, the dream is driving me insane. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that day. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. Ah, ooh, when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. And it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. Come on now, who do you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Floating down through the clouds, memories come rushing up to meet me now. But in the space between the heaven and the corner of some foreign field, I had a dream.
All right, guys. If you want to support the chat, P.O. Box 727, Gig Harbor, Washington 98335. And there's also other bears, like Papa J Bear does mirror channels on YouTube. I'm not going to say the name of it because he gets banned all the time. But he's got a way where you could support him on there. I trust him at this point. He's not going to Gammasburg out like other ones that I've said this about. He's not going anywhere. He's a good dude. Unauthorized.tv, unbearablesmerchandise.com. Find my audio podcast where you find your podcasts. Any final thoughts before I go? BB, did you get my emails? I have no idea. Good time, Swords Bear. If you had sent me a sword, maybe I would remember. Your emails? Do you have any idea how many emails I get a day? Thanks, BB. You're the best. Anytime, Lady Q&A Bear. Thanks again, man. Anytime. BearVibe.com to find your local bear community. Bear Saloon for bear discussions. Thank you, Lawnmower Bear. Excellent work there. There's a yoga studio in our neighborhood. It's time to buy some land. Yeah. When the yoga studios come, you're a few years away from a totalitarian sodomy takeover. I'm not on. Yeah. Thank you, Papa J Bear. Look at where you see where Papa J Bear just said. He has a way to support him because they've deplatformed him 5 times. And they won't let him monetize his channel, and they stole all his money. We're not victims here. There's not sympathy. Do it or don't. Doesn't matter to him. Doesn't matter to me. Again, this isn't like, oh, I'm Steven Crowder. But in reality, he's done 5 channels now because they keep kicking him off, and he just keeps coming back because he cares. So if you have some extra change around, you want to throw it to Papa J, do it. He's a great dude. Instead of giving it to me this round. If there's an issue with that. BB, I need to know if you got my emails. I hope you're joking. All right, guys. Crushing as always. All right, tomorrow, same time, same place. I will see you guys soon. Oh, also subscribe. Again, you wanna support the channel? You don't have to contribute me money if you're tight at all. Subscribe to bitshoot.com/Owen Benjamin Comedy. It's free. Subscribe to these channels on YouTube. Don't, fight against the dying of the light. Fight. And you don't do it with guns and acting like a squirty little freak. Actively subscribe to these places. Wherever you find us on social media. And watch out for the snakes. Oh, I'm a bear. I'm buying my shit. No. The people that are here every day, you know who the fuck you are. But take the moment right now to go actually subscribe. Unauthorized.tv is where it's at. And our documentary is done. The director is now doing the color to it. It's very, very close to being up at unauthorized.tv. But guys, if you have, let's say you're running low on cash, bitshoot.com/Owen Benjamin Comedy. It's free. Bookmark it. Note it. Wherever you get your podcast, all free. The people who support know what they're doing. They know how to do it. The people that can't, don't. You can support in a million other ways. Plant seeds, start farming. I want to start a bear trail from Seattle to New York, all the way through the middle of the country, where every few miles, or maybe every 100 miles, there's a bear that we know with a homestead that we work on. I don't know. This is very preliminary. But how great would it be to have your grandkids be like, oh, my granddad was part of the bear trail. What was that? Oh, when the country got real crazy and gravelly, they grew the food that kept everybody alive. Imagine that shit. Like, put that in your mind. Stop being scared. Imagine being the grandfather where your grandkids say, my granddaddy was part of the bear trail. And who knows, this might not happen. I have no fucking idea. But like, imagine that. The bear trail, there's a trail, and maybe in the future tourists could take the trail. Oh, back when all the supply chains got broken and everybody was sodomizing their own anus because of Joe Rogan, there was the bear trail. Oh, my granddaddy was on the bear trail. Do people do that about the Underground Railroad? You know, even though that whole fucking story is off, but people are like, oh, imagine that. Imagine being on the bear trail. Where it's like, oh yeah, we're a homestead on the bear trail. And it's down low for now. You know, it's very down low. It's for us. And then from there you can, this is years in the making, guys. No one's starving overnight, but we see storm clouds on the horizon. It's freeing, but also it's a call to action. And it's not about, oh, who do I give money to so I can squirt? It's like we can change the culture for the better. We can reclaim our lost territory because these people are squirting out of control. BB is the legend of the trail. Planting seeds. Yeah, dude. Remember, like, when I was a kid, I used to love Johnny Appleseed. You know, everywhere Johnny went, he would plant his apple seeds. So fucking simple. It's like the Underground Railroad, but white. Right. And also not lies. The Underground Bear Trail. Yeah, and just imagine a world where just a few acre homesteads are all over the place and they can grow enough food. It's not charity. None of this is charity. You can sustain yourselves and others. And then from the bear trail, you can keep people in the humanity side of the machine. You see it yet? You see that? I see that shit. You've already changed the culture, BB? Right, but it never stops. You know, yeah, I fucking cracked the code on the moon landing. Great. A bunch of people have. We get it. Yeah, I've gotten to the bottom of a lot of shit. But today's a new day. So then what next? It's like, oh, Owen's really pointed out a lot of fraud. Yeah, we get it now. And so you don't enter this new chasm of despair where, oh, everything's a lie. What next? You're free now. So now what? The bear trail. And guys, if you focus on something like the bear trail, even if you can't fucking pull off the bear trail, and you don't need to like quickly buy land and all. There's people that already have it. Guys, there's 10 million millionaires in America. 10, is that 10,000? I don't know if I got that right. There's a ton of wealth in America. Tons. What are people doing? They're yanking and squirting and crying and bitching and wearing a mask. People already have the infrastructure. Guys, you can be a member of the Bear Trail in a fucking apartment. Cedars of Christ. There you go. Bear Trail better than Silk Road. It's way better. Oh, you want to buy and sell goods? I have some money. Yet imagine like sustenance. Oh man, my favorite part of the Bear Trail is that one part near Nebraska where they have the best cheese. Oh, I love the Bear Trail where those Mennonites. That one dude, fucking, that one part of the Bear Trail. That guy really had the best lemonade. Imagine that the bounty of America on one trail from coast to coast during a time of crisis. Heroes are revealed, right? And they can pump themselves into oblivion and be told what to do by their fucking drones. And who goes there? Keep your penis away from the anus and put on the mask. Well, that's happening. The Bear Trail, and I can't do all this shit. My role is very simple. I live stream. I am a good blueprint for other people. But you got to start synthesizing and composing and like seeing a future that isn't terrible. So many of you have been so traumatized that like you don't ever see it. You know, you don't ever see a world without that fucking guy with the gun in the van. But right outside the van, there's everything. You know? Food currency. You don't even have to think about it that way. Like right now, just think of it as a novel idea where there's a trail of bears across the whole country where people are actively taking pride and pleasure in growing things and food. And so bears can be like, oh, are you on the bear trail? And so like people can be like, oh, let's trade honey. Let's do that. Like, dude, it's fucking endless what you can do. It's like the fake slave story, but real and with Anglos. Exactly, Kung Fu Bear. And bike thieves and, horse thieves. And we're not, discriminating, but, we obviously prefer a certain breed of dog, but you know what I'm saying. Watch my new video, Good Times. All right, relax, Good Times Swords Bear. You haven't sent me a fucking sword. We have to do that together, but without the soulless one. Dude, it's no one soulless will do anything. So it's easy. Watch out for online scams. Watch out for like, hey, Bears, you give me money at this fucking, I'm a bear and you guys support bears, so I have this fucking GoFundMe. Dude, anybody that plants a seed is already starting. They're already walking the trail. It's an idea. Don't forget about people going to your fucking house or like doing it. It's an idea. The bear trail is an idea right now. Just grow it, water it. It's a seed. Plant the seed. They try to bury you. Well, fuck them. You're a seed, right? Think about how freeing that is, where it's like, oh, you want to try and put me in the ground? I'm a seed. You done fucked up, nigga. I don't make swords. Then what the hell is your name about? Be fruitful and multiply in the bear trail. Right now it's an idea. And just go with that. The bear trail. Who are you on the bear trail? What's your stop about on the bear trail? I know I'm dreaming. I'm fucking fasting right now. I'm spiraling upwards. All right, guys. Again, we can read frequencies at this point. Yeah. And it's like, it's not about, no one may ever go to your place on the bear trail. It's an idea that fights against the dark machine. It's right out of the never-ending story. You know, name me, give it a name. I named this Ursa Manor. I've named my land. Do you know how fucking powerful that is? Ursa Manor. You don't disrespect Ursa Manor. This is our manor. So many people are such fucking slaves because they haven't simply named their area. Name it. What is the name of your manor? Do people now make me signs in their ironwork and glass and all the Ursa Manor? Because name it. The evil, the machine knows how to name shit. Homophobia, transphobia, don't be trans. Fucking do it the other way. Don't just bitch. Name your land. And don't just name it after like the District of Columbia or New York or fucking Philadelphia, like in Egypt. Fuck that. Name it something personal, something true. Name that shit. I'm trying to buy a house. Now, it's not about buying a house, it's about naming your land. There's people in prison cells right now that get it more than you do, Burn Bear. Name your half of the fucking prison cell. This is Garyland. You understand? It's not about buying and selling land. It's about reclaiming your post on the fucking bear trail. You understand? I want to check out the state capitol. Like we are the bears. We have named ourselves. We are a tribe. Do you understand the power of that? You can't, sorry, Grabbler, but you can't put a fucking, like a nonsense note on that. It's way bigger. And this isn't make-believe. This is real shit. Where'd you get Ursa Manor name from? Big Bear. Ursa Major, Ursa Manor. Ursa means bear. Ursa Major is the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper is the gravy ladle in the sky. The Big Dipper in the Four Seasons is a swastika. That's what the swastika was. That's why they got rid of it, because it was such a spiritually profound symbol. The swastika is the big bear in the sky in all four seasons. It's the gravy ladle. It is Ursa Major. This is Ursa Manor. That resonates. Think about how many layers of truth and shit they have to put in with a spell. COVID-19. See Ovid. All this bullshit, right? Do it the good way. The good way. They're doing the upside down. Do the good way. This is Ursa Manor. I'm Ursa Major. I'm Big Bear. Right? You see it? I know I'm in a weird mental state, but just roll with it. Burn Bear. They left me without an income. I'm homeless, trying to get my life back. You have your life. It never left you, Burn Bear. Stop being a victim. Did you not just hear the fucking letter I just read about the dude in the van? Did that not resonate at all? I drew a line, Gary. Don't come over here. It's about respect. Right. Swastika is a sun symbol. It's, guys, it literally is the Big Dipper rotating. It's the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. That's the swastika. I remember the Nightstream when you got the name. Yes. Big Bear in the sky. Right. And we're all part of it. This is real wealth. This is real shit. We were all part of that. That's resonant. That's in us now forever. Even after our death. I know some people can't always conceive of that element, but like Fasting's incredible. You are untouchable. Thank you, John Paul, too. The Book of Gary. Does fasting help you see clear, BB? If you do it for God. You can't do it for a cleanse or fucking... You can't do it to see clear. You have to give a sacrifice to God with your addictions. And so I'm obsessed with food. Obsessed. So the fact I'm not eating anything, but I'm not having that animalistic, like, oh, just a little bit more and I'll lose some weight so I get more penis. It has to be a showing to God that you... that you're submitted, that you care, that you're willing to burn for him. And then, yeah, you see way clearer. Dude, I'm seeing the bear trail. Like when you're in these states, you'll see an eagle fucking just like rest. Guys, I've seen some real shit. And other people will see it too, though. Like I can be with Amy. It's like, do you see that eagle just land right there? It's like the world becomes amazing. The woods we grew up riding dirt bikes in, we called Honda Hills. Boom! You just named it. Named it. Owen is now part of the Sky Clock. But it was all accidental. It wasn't, there was no agenda. I did not see that, guys, the gravy ladling, I never once thought for a minute about Ursa, the Big Dipper. And then I find out the Big Dipper is named Ursa Major, Big Bear. It's like fucking insane. Like this happens all the time. It's like, and then you realize that that's what, everyone kept calling me a Nazi. Oh, you're Nazi, you're bigot, homophobe, you're Nazi. And then I realized that their symbol was literally the big bear in the sky turning. Not that I'm a fan of that grabble. I was just like, what the fuck? I'm going to fast. I can see you glowing. Honda Hills is like in the eye. All right, guys, I got to go. The bear trail is such a good idea. Right. Now start composing in your own mind. Like see it happen. Like dirt, water, sunlight, family, truth, music. Like the things that actually fucking matter in this world, in this sick world. And it's sick. It's sick right now. There's a sickness out there. It's not COVID-19. There's a spiritual sickness in people, and they're covering their face in shame. So don't just see that, like see past it. A goat wandered out of my fucking wilderness with 3 horns. No one knows where the goat came from. And we named her Tubi. My son just goes, Tubi. That means God is good. And it also is 2 B's, like my name. And she's still here crushing. You can call me crazy all you want. This is my life. And it's attainable. So on your part of the bear trail, just see what you can, like, what are you on the bear trail? And don't think like a tourist destination or people underground. Just be like, what's my stop on the bear trail? And that's it. You could be in a 1-bedroom fucking place with 5 other people. What is your part of the bear trail? Right? You see it? Now grow. Seeds. They try and bury you. You're a seed. All right. Much love, everybody. Tomorrow I may not have this resonance. I might be completely fucking hungry. All right. Again, P.O. Box 727, Gig Harbor, Washington 93335. Support each other on authorized.tv, bitchute.com/OwenBenjamin Comedy. Be fruitful, multiply, don't be fruity and blow a guy. And the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. Long live Ursa Manor.